It's great to be with you. I think that it's never been a more timely topic, and certainly the world is experiencing, a very unfortunate situation with COVID. But I think it gives us some time to focus on big issues like a low carbon future. We're seeing an example of the lower emissions that's caused by a lack of economic activity. Obviously, that's not something we want to try to replicate. We want to be able to maintain very high levels of economic activity and still reduce emissions. And that's really the challenge here, how to continue to grow the economy, but at the same time, lower emissions. And in my remarks at the conference, I talked about two different aspects that we're focusing on at the International Energy Forum. One is this idea of the carbon circular economy. And this is an idea that was recently endorsed by the G20 energy ministers in their communique. And essentially it looks at, it's a more of a holistic, comprehensive approach to the current energy system and making it cleaner as opposed to a specific source type of approach. But the goals are the same as other Green New Deal type of stimulus efforts, and the goal being net zero emissions. And so I think it's more flexible. It allows different parts of the world, different regions to use different parts of it that are more appropriate and applied to their areas, and will help us meet the global challenge of climate change. Secondly, energy transitions is clearly inevitable. We're on this path. There's no turning back now. The problem, however, is that a recent IEA study that came out this year indicated that half of the technologies that we need in order to meet our climate goals and reduce greenhouse gas emissions are not even invented yet. So we have a lot more work to do, and certainly a hub, a technology and innovation hub like Singapore, where there's innovators and entrepreneurs and scientists and researchers. The fact that Singapore as a community is focusing on the technology aspect of this is critical. And we need researchers all over the world and innovators all over the world to follow Singapore's example and help us create these new technologies that are going to help us be able to meet our climate and emissions goals.